What's good? The K&B podcast. Today, tonight, we're probably going to talk about the playoffs mostly, and what we expected, what we didn't expect, what players we were surprised about, and what players just kind of
Disappointed, yeah.
really didn't step up for their team.
Yeah.
We can go game by game.
Yeah. Well, I figured we go round by round, and then we can talk about this last round game by game. You know what I mean?
No, I mean yeah, that's what I meant. Round by round.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Uh,
So the Bucks and Indiana Pacers.
wow.
It was bad.
It was bad, and I'm
Honestly,
not gonna lie. I didn't
I
see
didn't
the
expect it.
Bucks. I didn't see the Bucks. I didn't see the Bucks making it past round one.
I didn't see the Pacers winning 2 games.
Well, we definitely disagree.
We're talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo here.
We are talking about Giannis, and as the wise man Flight Reacts once said many times, the rest are nobodies. I mean, the only other person on that team was Damian Lillard, and he literally got hurt in that series. So
I mean,
it's just
in those 5 games, Giannis averaged 33, 15, and 7.
yeah,
He was
Giannis.
unstoppable.
Giannis had to do everything, and
I mean, yeah,
it,
there wasn't another player.
no, I mean you. I don't even know if Dame was doing a whole lot when he was healthy. Is the problem?
No, he came back and got hurt. I mean, Gary Trent had
Gary Trent was good. He was decent in this
he had
series, but it cannot be
18 points per game.
it cannot be Giannis and Gary Trent Jr. It just can't be that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, I mean,
never
but Gary was shooting 50-50, 19 points per game.
Pacers at 5 though. That's the only problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, they just it wasn't even remotely close.
No, nope, not at
They had
all.
no answer for Siakam, Halliburton, and just the depth of that team. Every player on that team like averaging over 12 points per game.
Yeah, I mean it's like there's not a player on there where I'm like, they're okay. Eh, they might I'm not expecting much from them. They're a scary team because you have your
But
dogs, you have your Pascal Siakam, you have Tyrese, you have Miles Turner at times when he's
yep,
hot, and then you have but you still have to look at the rest of the roster. You can't just be like we're good, we're throwing our bench in. Like your bench has to they got to match the Pacers bench if you're playing them, especially in a playoffs series.
oh, that team is so physical. They're so physical.
Yeah,
They they wanted to win,
yeah. I mean they want it, and
and Giannis he just couldn't do it by himself. There's no
no,
way.
nobody can do it by themselves unless your name's LeBron James. I mean, it's just not
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
possible. We look at the old heads go Michael Jordan, and every year that he didn't have Scottie Pippen, he was either not in the playoffs or getting first rounded, and it just absolutely bounced.
That is very
So
true.
it's you gotta have help. Curry, it's the same thing with Curry. Obviously in the second round, not the first round, but even in the first round, I mean, it goes to game 7. It just shows you that you need help. Even you could have the best player. I mean, the Lakers got absolutely bounced in the first round, and they have a lot of help.
That team is that team.
Ridiculous.
If they just had a center, I feel like
Yeah, yeah. If your
what
center wasn't, I'm blanking because
Jackson Hayes.
it was the AC or the AD show for quite a bit in that center room, and it's funny because
Yeah,
he's not even really a center; he's a power forward,
yeah,
but
yeah. It was Jackson Hayes though.
yeah.
But in that elimination game, Game 5, they didn't play him 1 minute. They started Dorian
Dorian Finney-Smith, good lord,
Smith.
yeah,
So that's why Rudy had a 2020 game. because the tallest player on the court was 6'8".
Yeah,
It was
and
bad.
it just you need depth and you need height. It's a very like we had a time where there was a lot of small ball. You know, a lot of point guards were on the rise aside from LeBron, but now you know there's still great point guards. You know, you still have Tyrese Halliburton, you still have Trae Young, um, but you need a big. You always are going to need a
Yeah.
big on your team, and that's exactly what the Lakers kind of showed in their series. Is they you can have LeBron James, Luka Doncic, um, AR-15, Rui
I
Hachimura,
mean,
and if
Austin
you don't
Reeves, low key,
have,
kind of just he struggled.
he did,
You
he
see, I
did
mean,
struggle, yeah,
he scored 16 points per game, but he put up 20 points per game in the regular season. You expect him to do a little more.
yeah. I mean, that's you're definitely,
um, he shot 40% and 30%, like exactly. So I mean, he couldn't shoot the ball.
yeah.
Um,
Well, and I don't know. I think he might have been maybe feeling the pressure of Luka Doncic. Like he might have been worried about maybe him taking a spot. You know, because Austin Reeves
I just
did earn
I
a
don't
solid
think
spot on that team, but I don't really understand what went wrong.
I don't think Dorian Finney-Smith should have been averaging 34 minutes a game.
No, can we look at the points? What were the points exactly?
Gabe Vincent averaged 20
Points?
minutes a game.
20 minutes. Okay, I was like,
I just don't like Jared Vanderbilt should have been playing. Jackson Hayes should have been playing.
yes,
Those are the type of guys you want. Jared Vanderbilt can go 1 through 5.
yeah,
Gabe Vincent can't
he is
do
a
that.
very good defender. Jared Vanderbilt. I
Gabe
mean,
Vincent shot 35% and 30%.
I
Didn't make
mean,
one free throw. 3 points per game.
good lord. And you said 34 minutes. What
Dalton
was that?
Kincaid didn't even play.
Mm, I agree with that because
Okay, Kincaid over guys like
his latter half of
um.
the season was not good.
Oh,
It was
who
a
would
shit
want to play on
show.
a team that literally tried to trade him?
That's fair. That's also very fair. Yeah. Especially being a rookie. Like, you know, you get picked first round as well. I mean, he knew he was going to go to the first round, but knowing that you're a first round pick and being attempted to be bounced after, you know, the pickup of Luca. That was after, yeah. I
Right.
my the Mark Williams trade, right?
Yeah, that was after Luke.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
it's rough.
if if Lakers got Mark Williams,
That I was actually worried because I don't know who I mean I don't know who the I'm a Hornets fan, of course. Um, co-host here is a Warriors fan. I'm a Hornets fan though, and I don't know after Mark Williams. I mean, we have Lamelo Ball, Brandon Miller. I mean, we have Brandon Miller, but like he's so young, you just don't know where
Josh
that can go.
Green. I mean, Miles Bridges is not a bad player.
No, Miles Bridges is a good player.
But defensively, it's bad.
Our whole team's bad defensively.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bottom 5 defense in the league.
It's a bottom one defense in the league. Like we unironically might have the worst.
Josh Okogie's your best defender.
Now that's a good defender, but when it's like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
Josh
yeah.
Okogie, that's rough. But back to the playoffs here. So we talked about the Pacers series, Lakers series. First round, Cavs absolutely manhandle the Heat, but we kind of all expected that. At least I did.
Yep.
The Heat, you know, you barely made it. You don't have many pieces.
I mean,
It's a lot of. It's kind
I
of
don't
like
know what
Tyler
even to
Hero.
talk about
I,
this team. I mean, they just didn't have a chance.
no, there was especially against the Cavs. I mean, obviously, the Cavs could not. They showed us their true colors in the second round, but we'll get to that at a later
Austin Reeves just
moment.
didn't show up.
No, Austin Reeves did not.
Like,
And neither did a single
who
player
I
on the
once
Grizzlies
really, who I
in that
saw really
series.
shine was Davion Mitchell. 15 points per game, 6 assists a game on 60-50.
For the Heat. Yeah.
Yeah, Davion Mitchell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was.
He
Yeah,
played
he was good.
amazing.
I've always liked Davion Mitchell. He's great defensively.
Oh, he's a great defender.
He's very
Amazing.
like scarily I remember
Won a
watching
national championship with Baylor.
yeah, I remember watching the Kings and Warriors series, and I mean he was clamping Curry at times. I mean Curry's still,
Okay,
Curry's
so
still
we're not going
Curry.
to go that far.
Curry's still
That
Curry,
would
but there's some plays where I'm like, wow, like that's great defense.
everybody's a Curry stopper. So that's a bird.
I didn't say he was a Curry stopper. I said Curry's still Curry at the end of the day.
Well,
Still. I
don't
mean,
talk about
he's
my
still gonna
glorious
drop
teammates.
a bunch of points, but there was some moments.
What really surprised me is that Kelly Ware only Haywood Highsmith.
Hayward Highsmith.
You're probably not really familiar with him. He's from Wheeling Jesuit University.
Hmm. Gotcha.
I'm not familiar with that school. I don't know what division that is,
No, me either.
but it's definitely not Division One.
No,
He's a
definitely not.
mean. I just don't think a player like him should be playing 1 minutes a game. Good defender. He's actually he can guard 1 through 4. He's 6'5". But I feel like guys like Kelly Ware should have played more. Alec Burke should have played more. Al
Yeah,
Anderson should have played more.
I mean, I agree, but I haven't seen many teams that will play their rookies in the playoffs because you'll 9 times out of 10 you'll see just such a drop in uh, everything really. You'll
Yeah.
see a drop in points. You'll see a drop in you know shooting percentage or shooting splits. You'll see a drop in kind of just everything. The way they play. Really, they play so much more nervous because it's a big stage to be on. It's a lot of
I
pressure,
mean, yeah.
especially when you're going like for this team, especially when you're going up against the number 1 seed Cavs. That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, like we saw Brandon Pods. Pods struggled a lot this playoff
He's
series.
so up and down.
I mean, as a second year,
not bad though. I
behind
can't
Curry.
lie. Not bad. Like not bad for a second year. I don't really agree with like these Warrior fans that are like, yeah, we need to get Pods the fuck out of here. We need to get him out. He's not doing enough. And it's like
He
I just
did shoot 36%.
second year player though. You know what I mean? There's not, I haven't
Yeah,
seen many
but
I haven't seen many second year players that play in a playoff series, especially as many minutes as he was getting. You know what I mean?
yeah, but for him to play more minutes than Jonathan Kuminga,
I have
that I feel like
no idea why Kaminga does not get more minutes.
I don't. Wait, we're backtracking because we still need to talk about the Cavaliers.
Oh, of course.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell. It's the only thing we got to say. I mean, 7 of their players put up over 11 points per game.
Yeah, I mean, and the defensive player of the year on that team. I mean, I'm not gonna say that he deserved it per se, but at the end of the day, he won the award, and he is a great defender.
Yeah,
And that's just what it is. Um, and
Owen was out for a few games.
yeah, but I mean, when you're playing an 8 seed, I think they could have showed up with a bag of potato chips, or excuse me, 5 bags of potato chips, and probably could have.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They would have beat the Heat in 3.
I feel like the only thing we got to say is Donovan Mitchell, 30
yeah,
points per game.
yep. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, even in the Pacers series, just ridiculous. But it's
Yeah,
the
we
same.
can go over to the Houston series.
Rough. I will say rough.
Buddy
Rough.
Hield. That's what we got
Scary.
to say for Game 7.
Oh,
What do
for
you
well,
feel?
yeah, for Game 7. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't have to go to Game 7. I don't think in this series.
Okay, we got to. That team is still very young and very good.
Oh, for sure. The Rockets. You mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Did not expect it to go to Game 7. But it shouldn't have gone to Game 7. There's no reason it should have. It should have been Warriors in 6 at the most. At the absolute most, it should have been Warriors in 6. There's no reason
I
that
think
this
a
game
guy
should have
that
gone to
really
Game
stepped
7.
up was Fred VanVleet. Easily.
Yeah, especially in those last like 2 to 3 games.
I mean,
I mean,
19 points per game
especially the
on
last two
only
games.
40. Oh, yeah.
I saw him get like at least 10 points in the first quarter in both of those games. That's where
It
I
was
started to get
amazing.
scared because he is obviously he was a big role in that 2019 Raptors finals
Yeah,
series.
they said themselves that he was the reason they lost that series.
Yeah, I mean obviously the Warriors were without KD, they're without Clay.
Okay, yeah, we all know Raptors
If
won that because of injuries. Whatever.
Yes, but but who knows? Because that team still had
You know,
they still had Van Vliet. Yeah,
Wow, Danny Green, Mark Gasol, Serge Ibaka.
Mark Gasol didn't know he played until 2019. Great Gatsby.
Yeah, he was
Mark
the center.
Mark Gasol. Okay. Huh. Yeah, and
Oh,
then
Lowry, obviously.
yeah,
Yeah, but a guy that really surprised me that series was Fred VanVleet. I mean, to face elimination in Game 6, he put up 29, 8, and 8. I mean,
yeah. I mean
that's what
he
he
had a
did.
good game. He had a good game.
6 foot
And
getting 8
he
rebounds.
had a
That's
great game in
awesome.
Game 7 too. I don't know if it was as good, but I mean he still scored. I think about anywhere from 10 to 13 points in that first quarter, and I was
17.
getting worried.
Scored
I was
17.
in the first quarter. Yeah, I was worried. I was worried because he was putting the team on his back and he knew he had to, and I was worried that that guy was going to drop like 50 that
I
night.
mean, but he's 6 foot and he averages like 5 to 4 rebounds a game.
Yeah,
Like, that's
it's
hustle.
crazy.
That's
It is
hard.
hustle. Oh yeah, but I
And a
mean,
guy that
at the end
really
of the day,
disappointed me, Jalen Green. I mean,
he's been a disappointment
Jalen
for
Green
years.
played
I mean,
horrendous.
yeah,
It was horrendous.
he is
37
the.
and
I mean,
29.
yeah, their coach plays him like he is the number one option. He gives him the number one option
Oh,
type of minutes, and he
him
is
too.
just not. He's just not.
He had 38
They need
in
to
game
trade
2.
him in the offseason because he is will be the down. If they keep him, he will be the downfall of the Rockets.
He's 23 years old.
Yeah, but I don't
He
care. He's
just
been in the
signed into a
league.
contract.
I know. But he's been in the league long enough to prove himself. At least prove enough.
I just don't think he can be the number one guy on any team.
God no,
Ever.
he's gonna be like a Kyle Kuzma at best. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like, I mean, what they have is, and they built around him. They have Sangoon. Sangoon's amazing. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing to even talk about him. He's a great center.
Oh yes. I mean, this last year, top. What are we? What top
He's
five
top 10
probably?
center. Yeah.
Top 10 center. Yeah.
Could be 6, could be 7.
Yeah. I mean, he's very well. He's very. He's
Ben Thompson, we all know
very
about.
well rounded. Yeah. Ben Thompson. I mean, will be one of
Best
the.
athlete in the NFL. I mean, in the NBA right now.
Yeah,
Easily.
and he will be one of the defensive greats by the time his career is over. And I think that's. I don't think
It's
that's
going to
crazy
be
to say.
hard because, I mean, guards don't really win. And he's not a guy to get a bunch of stats, like with the steals and blocks. He'll
Yeah,
just
but
lock you up.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Warriors, I expected everything from anybody. I mean, they all played how they should have. I mean, Moses Moody played horrendous,
Yeah. I
35%.
I actually don't know how he still has a
He's a
spot
fourth
on the
year. He
Warriors.
has, I mean, they don't play him, but, I mean,
They shouldn't play. I'm not being dumb, but they just shouldn't play him, and not on the Warriors team.
I feel like he could be a great trade package this offseason. Great.
Exactly. Because he can be
And
good, but not in Golden State.
you need to get rid of one of these centers. You can't just have Trace, Kevon Looney.
I don't know who
Quinn
you would
Post
get.
didn't play.
They love all of them is the problem. They love all of them.
Yeah, but you
Steve
just
Kerr
can't
loves all of them, but you don't even play. Well, first off, you don't even play Trace, so maybe that's the one. Maybe that's the guy. But they also don't play Kevon either, because he gets too tired. So maybe that's the trade. But then you still have a center in Trace Jackson Davis that you just don't use. So it's like the Warriors kind of in shambles right now because you have players that you like but you don't play. So it's kind of just rough. It's rough to figure out. If I was in that
yeah.
front office, I wouldn't know what to do because Steve Kerr loves Trace Jackson Davis. He loves Kevon Looney. He loves Quentin Post, obviously, but he doesn't. He only plays one of them per game. You know, really only one of them really gets the minutes per game, and that except for Trace because Trace hardly played this year.
Yeah.
He played more in the playoffs than he did in the regular season, and that's saying some shit.
I'm kind of backtracking, but I just found Damian Lillard's stats in the 3 games he played. He put up 7 points per game on 22 and 18.
Okay. Percent shooting.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It was literally the Bucks. Damian Lillard needs to retire. Okay, you just tore your Achilles.
It wasn't the Bucks. It was Giannis Antetokounmpo versus the Pacers. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Gary Trent. I mean, I'm not even like a backtrack, but Gary Trent played phenomenal.
Oh, for sure.
2.6 steals a game.
Yeah.
Next series, I talk about. I mean, let's go OKC. I mean, it was
boring. I won't. One of the most boring series I've ever watched. It was. It was. Just, it was. It was boring. That's really it. It was not. It was not fun to see. I don't enjoy watching Shea. I do at times. You know, he can make some good plays. I don't really enjoy watching him. Everybody on the. I mean, if you told me that for every game the Grizzlies just forfeit and didn't play, I wouldn't be surprised because I don't know what any fucking player aside from maybe Ja Morant did in this series. I don't know. I have no fucking idea because nobody showed up. They got didn't they get one of the games was an absolute blowout. I mean, we're talking like 60, 50, 70. 60 points. 70
I think it was 70.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's funny because didn't the Grizzlies do this to the Thunder like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, in the regular season?
I think they had 51 points.
51. Yeah.
It wasn't even Shea.
No, it wasn't.
It was Aaron Wiggins.
It was, which is interesting. I like Aaron Wiggins, but not the player that I would expect. He is a great player. He just doesn't get the minutes, and that's another thing as well. Yeah.
I'm gonna give props to this series on the Grizzlies side. I'm gonna give props to Scottie Pippen Jr.
Scottie Pippen Jr. did have a great series. He played very well.
And he put up 18.2, 5 and 4.
That's good. I mean,
I'd
start building around I mean, you obviously got to continue building around Ja, but I would start throwing Scottie into that because he
didn't shoot good.
Maybe not.
38%.
Maybe not. But if you're averaging 18 points and your shooting splits aren't good, you could always just get the shooting splits up, and then you'll be averaging 25. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not terrible. I mean, he's obviously taking a lot of shots, but you're playing the fucking Thunder and you got 4-0'd. So what else do you want him to do? It's rough.
And on the Grizzlies side, I'm highly disappointed in. I mean, Ja. Gotta be Ja. Desmond Bane played horrendous too. Shot 31% and 21 from 3. I mean, it was horrendous. to watch those two out there play.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. It was
And, Thunder.
I mean, I
there's
didn't
really
expect the
no.
Grizzlies to win. Okay, you're playing spot. You
Yeah,
got fucking.
at the end of the day, they
I
weren't
mean,
gonna.
Stephen Curry still owns the Grizzlies at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
All to it.
but it was Belt. But
Alex Caruso, what amazing defensively. That
he's
dude
so
was
good.
defensively amazing.
I'm really glad the Thunder gave up Josh Giddey to go get him because he has 31, but that's a guy you can keep around for another 2-3 years, and he will
Yeah.
be incredibly when referring to defense because that's just who he is. He can score. He can give you a bucket. He can give you some tough layups at times. He might even throw a dunk in there. That man's got a decent dunk package. Not gonna lie, but
Of course.
but his defensively. I mean, he could score 0 points, and I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah,
He
I
could
wouldn't either.
he could shoot. I mean, he could shoot 10 shots and miss all of them, and I still wouldn't be mad because he's that good defensively. Moving on to the Nuggets series though, that I believe I said that this was boring. I don't really know what crack I was smoking
Yeah,
because
it's
it was a fun series.
definitely like fentanyl.
It was
Fentanyl.
a fun series to see. I'm glad the Nuggets won. Um,
This series, I'd probably give my MVP to Zubac. Wow.
yeah, no, I don't hate that either.
Zubac played amazing.
Don't hate that either.
I mean, honestly, you could just give to the big three. I mean, Zubac, Harden, Kawhi, they all played amazing.
Yeah, and they're gonna.
It's where it got to like the bench part where they really, really struggled.
Yeah,
They just didn't have the depth.
No, I mean when like Nick Batum is the guy that's doing it on your bench and fucking well no,
And
it really
he
just
2'5", and he's 36 years old. You know, I thought
and
this
he
dude.
can he is
Hi.
just and he's just banging shit at your lip too. Oh,
Yeah.
pull up 3-pointer. Oh my god, he just drilled it all net. It was the cleanest shot I've ever seen.
Bogdanovic played horrible.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't been good in a very long time though. I mean, if we're being realistic here.
No, not. I mean, he's always been a great role player. Ever since he's left Atlanta in 2024.
Yeah.
Kind of fell off the earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zubac, this season alone, Zubac's got to be the MVP of the team. I mean, he went from in 2023 12-9 to 17-13. I mean, that's hard to beat. Guy did step up huge in this playoffs, shooting 50, 40, averaging 25 points per game, 8 rebounds. Like, he was there. I just feel like if that team just had a little more depth, they could have went farther.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Nuggets. Porter he played really bad.
Michael Porter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a reason they call him I actually don't know what they call him, but he doesn't pass. He just doesn't fucking pass the ball, and that's
I mean, in the LA series, okay. But that OKC, he was the reason they lost.
Yeah.
Like, it was watching Anthony Bennett again.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of just expecting him to be who he was when they won the finals against the Heat. But he just isn't, and he's not going to be probably ever again. So I think we give it up. Honestly, I think the Nuggets need to give up, not trade him, but play him less minutes, have him come off the bench.
Yeah, I don't know about less. He's still averaging 18 and 7. on 50
Yeah,
40. He's playing amazing, but he played horrendous in
but
these series.
have you ever seen a stat line from Michael Porter Jr. where he has like over
He don't pass the ball, but that's why you
five
got Nikola
assists?
Jokic.
Yeah, yes, but then it's kind of like, oh, Nikola Jokic is like the only player doing fucking anything for this team, and then it kind of gets rough
Um,
at some point, at least.
I feel like you give to Aaron Gordon. Aaron
Aaron
Gordon
Gordon had a
played.
great series
He
in
did it. He
both
did it for
series.
this Nuggets team. This playoff run definitely
Definitely,
did it for him.
yeah. I mean,
He's
obviously,
developed as a player ever since he was on the Magic.
yeah.
You never really saw Aaron Gordon with a jump shot on Orlando.
No,
I really saw him just hang out a bunch of shots. He's developed so much in Denver. I was
oh
shooting 50 40.
yeah.
I mean, 2023 he shot 55%, 56% in 2022.
He's
I
he's
mean,
he's good. I mean, it's funny because he's 32, I think, and he just continues to develop. You know what I mean?
Jokic just kind of underperformed.
This year, like in
He
the
really did.
playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, shot worse. I mean, less points, less rebounds. I mean, less assists per game. I mean, I get it because I mean the main focus for every team is Nikola Jokic. It's
Yeah.
him, and he's playing on a bad elbow or shoulder.
Is that why he was wearing the arm sleeve? Because I saw him do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
later.
He's playing with his shooting arm. It's an injury. I kind of get it, but kind of definitely underwhelming for me thinking he was the MVP.
Yeah, right. And I mean, I'm not trying to be like how the Nuggets coach was after he got fired, but Shea kind of is showing us why he is the MVP. I'm not gonna say he's not a foul baiter because good lord, but at the end of the
Oh
day,
no, no,
he he's kind of showing
he's
why
just an
he
unethical
is.
scorer.
Yeah, but I mean, we saw the. I wouldn't say the same. This is probably some of the worst foul betting I've ever seen in the history of the
Oh yeah,
NBA.
it's just the way he wants to get to the line, the
But I
way it
mean,
looks.
we definitely saw it a little. We saw glimpses of it with Harden. You know,
Oh no, Harden was really bad,
it
really bad.
was, but it was nothing's nothing. I haven't seen anything like Shea at all. I like I said,
Brunson's doing the same.
yeah, but Brunson a little. I especially in that Pistons series. I will say the Pistons got. I don't know if they would have won it. If the calls were a little more fair, but it was kind of a fucking highway robbery. Like they would have had a lot better chance if the refs were not like giving Brunson fucking slop the whole game, dude. It
The New
was
York series.
yes, yeah, that Pistons New York series, that was bad.
I mean,
And they got to do some I genuinely they got to do some investigating on that one in the refs. I'm not going to say the Pistons would have won it if the calls were a little more fair and a little more favor towards just
Malik Beasley
evenly.
didn't show up. That's for sure. Tim
Nope.
Hardaway definitely didn't show up.
Nope.
Um, I feel like those guys were definitely the game changers because Malik Beasley obviously can lights out shooter like that.
Supposed to be.
Uh, Cade Cunningham, I mean, he just played perfect. It was
Yes.
perfection all the way through.
Yes.
There
And
wasn't one thing he couldn't do on that court
yeah, I mean,
except to shoot a three. He couldn't shoot a three to save his life.
yeah,
Um,
no, not
he
necessarily.
shot an abysmal
Abysmal.
19% or
Holy fuck.
17%.
Holy shit. It just gets worse.
But I mean, he averaged 25, 8, 9, 2, and 1.5. I just feel like him missing threes. Obviously, they didn't have a good 3-point playoff series. I mean, it was bad. Um, they had the third worst percentage in the playoffs at 32%.
Yeah, that's definitely rough.
Um, I
Incredibly
feel
rough.
like it's just, I'd have to say their shooting splits really killed them, especially when the team's kind of built around that.
Around shooting, yeah. I mean, it's rough. Definitely rough.
Got a guy, Malik Beasley, he shoots. Tobias Harris, he shoots about 40% though. Malik Beasley shot 33. Um,
Yeah, not great.
Tim Hardaway shot 30%. I mean, it just wasn't. Their best shooters couldn't step up when they needed it. And really, I mean, Barr only played 22 minutes a game. I
Yeah,
don't
but
like how
we haven't seen
Schroeder
as
was playing more
much.
than him.
That is a little crazy, but I will, and I think I hope you can agree with me on this. We haven't seen as much, early development from Asar as we have with Amen Thompson.
I don't know. The
Def,
better twin.
yeah. I mean, and we kind of, I think we always kind of knew that. I mean, there's a reason Amen went first,
Yeah,
but not obviously not first overall, but first
but
out of the two of them.
you
But I
also got.
mean,
I'd expect their best defender to play way more than what he did.
that is true because I mean, at the end of the day, maybe the scoring's not there or the maturity, but he's still a great defender. And especially when you have a team that's built around a lot of shooters and not a lot of defenders. I mean, you have
He did
Jalen
foul out
Durant
game two.
foul out, yeah,
Because
because he's physical.
he,
He's a physical
I
player.
mean, guess who he was guarding all game? Brunson.
Yeah. Well,
I
and
mean, it's just
Brunson was bad that series. It was bad. It was fucking awful. I mean, I remember the clip. I think it was when he fouled out, right? He
yeah.
jumped into him, and it's like it's not like we haven't seen that before, but I haven't seen that with Brunson to the
I
level
mean,
that he was doing it in
Luca
that
is
series.
so good at it and
Oh,
jumping into people.
Yeah, Luca. That's Luca's like. I mean, that's the reason he averages 30 plus points. You take that move away from him, you make that illegal. He's averaging like, you know, say average like 28,
Brunson averaged
but
8
it's
free
still,
throws a game.
which is, I mean, it's not Shea. It's not the 14 free throws that we see from Shea, but that's still a lot for Brunson.
He averaged 9.2. I mean, we've seen way more than that. Like LeBron early in his career did that, but you also got to remember LeBron didn't have a team. So who else? I mean, who else is they really need a guard like that? He's going to get fouled when you're going to get double teamed, triple teamed, and you're going to get hit hard when you're the best player on that team and the only player on the team. Like Tracy McGrady had averaged 10 free throws a game on Orlando.
Right.
But once those they got better teammates as LeBron's career went,
Mm-hmm.
it would drop to like 4, 5 because there's more players around him. But Shea, the 68 win team, and you're still averaging 9 free throws a game, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And there's not much you can do about it, is the sad part, because
Yeah.
it's kind of just the game, and he's just mastered the foul bait.
Yeah, I mean
it's just rough,
it's part of the game now,
and
and
you
he's good at
gotta
it.
and these other teams that obviously aren't the Thunder, or if Shea for some reason leaves, which I don't think he ever will. Maybe, I mean, it's possible, but uh, for the next at least 4 years, teams are gonna have to get a lot of depth on their team and a lot of good depth because
Yeah.
your players are going to foul out, especially playing the Thunder, and especially in the playoffs, your players are going to foul out because everything. I mean, from going to the regular season to the playoffs, it's such a big jump. Your players are going to foul out. You're going to need good players to back them up. They don't have to be the same in terms of talent,
Not
but they
even
got
just
to
them
be
fouling
similar.
out; it's them getting fatigue. I mean, they're all gonna. Your starters are gonna play 40 minutes, 38 minutes a game.
Yeah, that too.
Or you need a bench. I mean, I see why the Pacers made it this far now. They have so much depth to that team. So much depth. I mean, Nemhard gets tired. Benedict Mathurin comes in. Obi Toppin comes in.
See,
AJ
yeah, and
McConnell.
exactly, and I think the Pacers are one of the most. First off, they have a lot of depth, but they're one of the most well conditioned teams out there that I've seen.
None of them missed a game. None of
Yeah,
them.
um, I watched Tyrese Halliburton last night. It was fourth quarter. They're up by like 20 almost, and he looks unfazed. I don't know if there's a drip of sweat coming down his body. They're just such
They're
a
just out there
well.
having fun.
It really is. It's really what it. I don't even think they tried in Game 5. I think they're like, we don't want to win in New York. That's awful. They probably wouldn't have made it out of
Nobody
New
on
York
that
if
team.
they
Oh
won
my
in New
God,
York.
this is crazy. Nobody on this team that plays over 14 minutes a game is shooting under 38%, except for Nemhard, and he's shooting. Oh, and Tyrese Halliburton, but they're shooting 46% and 47%. The rest, 50%, 52%, 53% from Pascal Siakam, and he averages 33 minutes a game. That's insane. Like, these guys are perfect all around. They've been playing perfect. Oh, hello?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were still stat listing. I was waiting for the
No,
other
no, no,
ones.
no, no. You can talk about Boston and Orlando.
Another boring series, in my
I
opinion.
just don't.
I,
I
I
mean,
didn't
Orlando
I didn't see excuse me, I didn't see Orlando doing much. I mean,
41 and 41. They were young.
yeah,
But I feel like next year they could make a huge push.
yeah,
I mean, there was two guys. I mean, Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero. That was it. I mean, Jalen Suggs was out. Yeah, Suggs was out. So, I mean, Maurice Wagner was out. I mean, that team was hurt. To the point, Wendell Carter was playing 32 minutes a game.
yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're gonna need some better play. I just think they need better players than they need
I feel like
better
they need to
player. They
keep
just need
Jalen
better players on
Suggs.
this team. Yeah,
They need to keep Suggs. They need to
they
keep Franz Wagner and Paolo
obviously
Banchero.
obviously Paulo, and I think everybody else can go. I mean, like, I'm getting really tired of watching.
Wendell put up 10 and 11,
I don't
and he
hate
played.
Wendell. I don't hate Wendell. You should keep him too. But
Anthony Black for sure. His
oh, for sure,
defense is amazing.
yes.
Uh,
But if I watch another minute of Cole Anthony basketball, I might like throw a fucking wrench at my TV
yeah, he shot
because
20%
I
and 0
just
from 3.
when you have someone who was
He's
in the
been
dunk contest in the big, I think 2-4, playing as many minutes. I mean, the players that are in the dunk contest now are fucking G. They're basically just G League players or rookies. That's
yeah,
really all you see in the dunk contest. And when you see a motherfucker that was in the dunk contest, I think 2 years in a row, playing what 25 minutes a game, anywhere from like 18 to 25 minutes, ridiculous, absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm not saying he's the worst player I've ever seen play basketball, but he's not. He should be your 13th man at best. He's a terrible shooter, and he's
yeah.
a fucking midget out there playing basketball. That's all you can do
Not a
is
great
shoot when you're
defender.
that short. Not terrible defender. I'm not trying to be a Cole Anthony hater, but I'm kind of a Cole Anthony hater. I don't understand the hype behind him. I don't understand why he gets so many minutes.
Corey Joseph played 25 minutes a game. It's a bag of potato chips out there. Kadavius KCP, great defender. I love KCP. He's a good defender. He's a great role player for any team. He shot 26% and played 32 minutes a game and only scored 5 points per game. I just feel like what to get out of this Magic team is that Paolo Banchero is your superstar, and you need to build around him.
And they're just not doing a
He
lot of
averaged
building.
30
It's just a
and
lot of
8.
like, it's just a lot of like good players that they kind of like threw in a bag and just threw out on the fucking team or on the
Yeah,
court. I mean, like it's kind of just what it looks like. I mean, if they didn't get the number one overall pick back in 22,
yeah, yep.
I don't see a world where they're gonna be like they'd probably be as bad as the Hornets. I mean, just if speaking realistically, they would be
Yeah.
like the Hornets. They would be like the Washington Wizards. By the way, I think it's. I mean, I'm not saying the Washington Wizards are like a even okay team. I just don't really see a world where they're as bad as the Charlotte Hornets. You know what I mean? Jordan Poole is a good player. He has ups and downs, of course. I'm not saying he's consistent, but he can be a good player if he just is more consistent. They have obviously Alex Sarr now. They have some decent role players around this team, and it's just a little odd to me that they're only getting 18, 19 wins at like every fucking season. It's just weird. I
think
don't know
it's
what
just
else they can do.
how they play together.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we know the ego that Jordan Poole has. I think it's dying down a little bit the longer that he stays in Washington.
I would just have to say experience is why they're not winning.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, when Koulibaly is playing 33 minutes for you, I like Koulibaly. He's a great defender. He's a good defender.
yeah,
Bob Carrington's putting up. I mean, those guys are 20 years old, 19 years old. I mean, there's
yeah,
college teams older than this team.
yeah. That's true.
They're like the same age.
I mean, isn't Auburn was one of the older teams out there? I'm pretty
Like they're
sure
top. Like
every
yeah, yeah. Auburn is really.
yeah Auburn was really old. And that's the kind of trade off, I guess, that you kind of have to make when you
They
are
have
drafting.
Brogdon. He's 32, but he only played 24 games that year.
And well,
It's Middleton.
Brogdon, I don't think
I think he's just a good bench piece. I mean, that's
he's
really all
good.
he
He's
is
a
anymore.
fine bench piece. I mean, he's fine. I wouldn't say I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm not, but I feel like they kind of play him almost as like a six man, which is a
I mean,
little
I'm just saying
ridiculous
it's
to me.
crazy how he Brogdon won Rookie of the Year. I'm just still. He was great on Indiana. A great player in Indiana. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like this team's just too young. Um, but that Celtics this playoff, I feel like your MVP definitely got to go to. I would give it to Derek Brown or Derek White. Sorry,
Yeah, Derek White.
Derek White
Derek White was good. He's always
played
good.
immaculate.
He always shows up in the playoffs.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah. I mean,
Warriors.
definitely Tatum. I mean, we didn't expect anything less from Tatum.
Oh, for sure.
So,
One
I
of the
don't really
best
say much
players.
about that.
One of the best players in the league. I mean, undoubtedly. I don't know
The
how
top
people say
five
that.
for sure.
I don't know how people say that Jalen Brown's better than him. It's never been the case. It never
It's
will be
just
the
not.
case.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
it
Jalen
was
Brown's a great player.
ridiculous. He's a great player, and the fact, oh my god, the fact that he won Finals MVP last year, wow.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I don't hate
He's a
it,
great player.
but we all know who it should have gone to. It
Yeah.
should go to Tatum. I mean, it's like when
Yeah, Derek
It's
White-
like when Iguodala won the Finals MVP, and you had
That
Stephen
was
Curry on
insane.
that team. It's I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but it's very similar. You know, we know who it should have gone to. It should have gone to Tatum. It should have gone to Curry.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It happened last year. I think that was
And
one of those
then
fluked finals ever. I didn't see a chance. I mean, I had absolutely no faith in the Mavericks last year. They were strictly an offensive team. There was not a lick of defense on that team that I could at least think off the top of my head. That was sad. Uh, there was no way that they were ever going to win that finals last year. It just wasn't going to happen. But it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They're in a rebuild stage now. They don't have Luka. They have the number one overall pick though. Um, basically, I mean, if Nico Harrison doesn't take Cooper Flag, I'm not even a Mavericks fan, and I'm gonna storm fucking Dallas Mavericks HQ and do something probably very illegal to that man because holy shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's not be a hero here. Um, yeah, the Mavs team, I just feel like there's nothing wrong with it. They have depth, they have defense, they have it all. They have guys like Dante Exum coming off the bench, great
Yeah.
defender. I love
Yes.
Dante Exum. Jane Hardy, he'll get you a bucket. Derek
He will.
Lively, I mean, wow,
I mean,
he's a great center.
Jaden Hardy gave you 60 on 2K. So I mean, yeah, we all know that man can get
I mean,
buckets.
we all know what Jaden Hardy
Oh
can do,
no, it wasn't
especially in
60.
2K.
Was it at 82?
Yeah, he actually could have won.
I think it was 82 points. That man outscored Kobe. Gotcha.
Yeah. Obviously, we know what AD can do. It's Anthony Davis. Kyrie Irving. Hope he returns quicker. I mean, tore his ACL, so.
Kyrie or no?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Clay
Clay
Thompson.
Wash. Holy shit, Wash. He's fine. He's averaging 16 points, I
Ozzy
believe.
Marshall stepped up huge in his career, though. He started on New Orleans. I mean, I really didn't know who he was. But as soon as he came to the Mavs, I mean, he played great. He stepped up huge. He just needs to work on his defense a little more. Obviously, Daniel Gafford, great. I just feel like they need to, I feel like having Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford on the same team is just weird.
Yeah.
It's the same player. It's the same player.
Which isn't bad at times.
They need to pick.
Most times.
I mean, what, get rid of Derek Lively, get more because he's younger?
I don't know.
Or get rid of Daniel Gafford for whatever
maybe,
you need.
I mean, it'd be dumb, but maybe you I don't know, maybe you send Daniel Gafford and the first overall pick to I don't know, like a team like the Hornets who have been begging for a first overall pick for years.
They already said they're not looking to trade that pick.
I mean, yeah. Set. I mean, yeah. I'm just thinking of possibilities because
or Gafford to teams could, a Laker or Derek Lively a Laker, like a guy like Austin Reeves. Obviously, the Mavs would give a little more for Austin Reeves, but I don't think that'd be a bad fit. And that's really all about the playoffs. I mean, we didn't really talk about.
I mean, yeah, we didn't
talk
really
about the Timberwolves. We didn't speak about them.
What a sad. I mean, I wanted them to win.
What a team!
The conference finals so bad, and I mean nobody showed up. Even Ant did not really have that great of a series.
Yeah, OKC gave up.
Yeah, you could just tell everyone's demeanor was just so.
Julius Randle played so good first 2 rounds.
Yeah, well, this is the same shit that Julius Randle did for the Knicks. as well. It's the same fucking thing. Plays great. They go play the Pacers last year, uh, second round, I believe, and then get fucking hornswoggled.
I mean, like, have we ever Julius Randle put up triple doubles? We just haven't, and he just did that against Golden State. But yeah, I mean, Julius Randle. I mean, when it just turns out like it's, that's why New York got rid of him. Yeah, you're not wrong. Can't handle the big games or the big stages. Um,
Which is interesting because I mean he's that man played with Kobe Bryant and it's he just still
okay, I mean, Kobe Bryant in 2016 and 14, I mean, like just the end of his career.
yeah, I'm just saying, he played with Kobe and, obviously learned a lot of stuff probably from Kobe
He
as
played. I
well.
mean, he played.
And still he just falls under pressure. It's sad to see. I wish it wasn't the case, but it is.
He played with LeBron James for a year. Maybe then.
Oh, and then went to the Knicks. Was he still on the Lakers
No,
when
he
he played with
didn't.
Brown?
He left the year he came to that. He went to New Orleans. Right? Went to
Julie
New Orleans when
didn't don't
LA.
remember Julius Randle on the Hornet. Not the Hornets.
Yeah, he was on New Orleans
Wow,
for 1 year.
with who? Fucking nobody.
Uh, yeah, I really think he was just. It was just him. I believe CJ McCollum was on that team. I could be wrong. I also, yeah, I think CJ McCollum was on.
Yeah, I think he was still on there before he got not traded because he's still on the
No, he was
Pelicans.
not. CJ McCollum got traded in 2021.
Oh,
That
really?
was
It was.
way earlier.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I mean, no, I mean, I just don't think he had a team that year, for sure.
Yeah, definitely
But
not.
I mean, that's really the playoffs. I mean, I just feel
I mean,
like
yeah, we all know kind of how things are going right now. Obviously, it's going to be a Pacers Thunder final. I
I guess out of
think
the entire playoffs,
I think it's a good matchup. The the Pacers I think are going to play a lot better than I think most people think they will. I feel like a lot of people are going to think that this is going to be like a gentleman's sweep or it's going to be Thunder in six. I think there's a very solid shot. Either the Pacers just fucking blow this team out or they go to game seven. Either or. I don't know if there's really like a
the
middle
Pacers
ground.
have not seen defense like the Thunder.
No, no, not at all. But I mean, they have good coaching behind them. They're going to be prepping for it. I think they're going to show up ready. I think they're going to show up playing a lot better than most people think they will. And I mean, I'm excited to see what happens at the end of the day. If the Thunder win, the Thunder win. It'll still be exciting to see, first finals that they've won ever, if they do end up winning it. Um, so yeah, we'll just kind of just have to see. We'll play it by game, and that's kind of just it.
And I
Really,
kind of just feel like,
it's the playoffs right there.
for you say, most valuable players like in the playoffs. I feel like the two most valuable players are Andrew Nemhard and Aaron Nesmith.
Yeah,
They've
for sure.
been. It's just been perfect from them too.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. Except for game five in the next series, Nemhard did not play very well. But
yeah,
9 times out of 10, both of those players are playing near perfect basketball.
yeah.
I mean, you don't
I
even
feel
have
like
to
just
really
them
go
two
over
have really
stats. You
showed.
can really just watch the game. You can watch the fucking highlights and just understand how good of basketball they're playing. And this is why I
And I
think
mean, just
that they will
points.
match up well against the Thunder. If the
They're
Thunder win, the
physical.
Thunder
They're
win.
just so physical.
They are. They are. And honestly, like, that could end up being a negative because you get too physical. Oh, here's the whistle, and Shea's at the free throw
They're
line. Okay,
so good.
yeah. I mean, like, we'll have to see. It's the finals. I really hope the refs, aren't you know, blowing,
Yeah,
giving Shea blowies, quickies, you know, at the back of the stadium. But who
I would say
knows?
that.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's really the. You want to give your prediction real quick, and I'll get mine.
Man, I really don't know. I think it could go either way. I'm kind of rooting for the Pacers. I would like to see the Pacers win it. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go. Let's go Pacers in 6. I think there's a good shot that they have it. Maybe Pacers in 7. Well, I'll go Pacers in 7 actually, because I think there's a good
Um,
shot that they go to 7.
I'm right there with you. I'm gonna go Indiana in 6.
In 6, don't hate that.
Um, it's I just feel like OKC's back in where they were in 2012.
Yeah, I mean you
Oh, a
have.
young team, another really goes into the playoffs.
Yep, and then you're gonna have another fucking a second coming
I might just be
of.
eating my words in a week or two, but I just feel like they're too young to win right now.
I agree,
And I
and
feel like the Indiana's more well coached, great defense, wants to win so bad, and just depth.
yeah,
I mean, that OKC team, there's really just nothing wrong with it.
no, the OKC team's good, but I worry that they're gonna get to the finals and it's just Shea's gonna play well, they're gonna have some other guys play well, and then they're gonna have fucking 8 Kendrick Perkins playing basketball that just absolutely ruin it for him.
Yeah,
I think that's where I worry. I think the Pacers have prepped themselves incredibly. I mean, you look at the playoffs, 4-1, 4-1, and 4-2.
yeah,
They've
they
prepped
lost
so well for
4
each
combined
team.
games.
Yeah, that is quite a feat in the playoffs, and I think they're going to be
Especially
very well
against
prepped for
Cleveland,
this Thunder. Yeah,
Milwaukee, and the Knicks.
the
I mean, those
Knicks
are
who,
gauntlet teams right there.
right, and the Knicks who, despite being a 3 seed, won it. I would probably argue just as bad as the Pacers did. Obviously, the Pacers wanted it
Oh yeah,
more,
that was a great series to watch.
but it was so fun. It was so fun because you don't have Jalen Brunson foul baiting the way he did in the Pistons series. You just had good players playing good basketball, and the Pacers were just better at basketball. And that's really just what it came down to. Because even when you saw Tyrese kind of lacking a little bit, other players are stepping up, and then you'll see Tyrese Halliburton with fucking 18 assists in a game, and then he'll still end up
Yeah.
scoring 20 because he'll score like 11 in the fourth quarter. So it's like I don't know. I think they're gonna give the Thunder a run for their money, and like I said, I think it's either Pacers in 6 or 7. I'll be a little more giving, and I'll say Pacers in 7. And I think that's just kind of what it's gonna be.
I mean, from the start, I really didn't think Indiana could do it. I didn't think Nemhard could do that or Nesmith could do that.
No, but I mean,
They
now
showed
they've
that. I would have thought Milwaukee just makes it out and get in 6 games or 7 games, but I mean, obviously gets like swept by the Cavs or something.
yeah. But then I mean, obviously the
No,
Cavs showed us
this
that.
was have showed us what hustle does for a team.
Yeah, well, that, but also the Cavs kind of showed them they're kind of just regular season merchants, and it's kind of just evident. I mean, this is 2 back-to-back years where they're either the 1 or 2 seed with an incredible record, and they hit the playoffs, and the fucking wheels fall off, and the engine explodes. I don't know what else this Cavs team can really do. I mean, I guess you had some injuries here and there, I suppose, but it wasn't detrimental, and
I mean, Darius Garland and Evan Mobley out was
yeah,
pretty big. But Garland came back, built houses. So I mean, really didn't do much for the team. But yeah, that's really the playoffs.
Yeah, that's this year's playoffs. We obviously talked about some other stuff, but we always kind of will trail off.
Yep.
Um, we're gonna keep kind of just following the playoffs. We'll see. We'll probably make another video once the finals are over. Um, kind of just looking back at what our predictions were, whether or not we were right. Um, and yeah, that's kind of just it.
Yep.
If you guys enjoyed, of course, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button. I think share is still a thing. I think you can still share videos to your friends and family, so do that too. Maybe not family. We're not necessarily the most family friendly people ever, but yeah.
I feel like most families just don't understand all this.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Basketball's pretty spirited, so
Yeah,
maybe you should send this to your family, help them get a better understanding of
maybe do.
how the game works. It's
Yep.
funny because we're supposed to be a sports podcast, but really the only kind of fun sports going on right now is basketball. I mean, obviously we got some other ones like baseball and stuff, but
I
uh,
mean,
it's really not fun to talk about regular season stuff. So
oh,
yeah, maybe I mean once football starts and baseball playoffs start, we'll start talking about that. But it's gonna be a lot of basketball stuff for now. Oh yeah, also
baseball is
check out the TikTok. I'll have that linked in the description. Um, and I think that's actually it this time. So yeah, we'll
yep.
see you guys in the next episode. Toodles.